Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kisha. For those of you who are new here, I blog every day at kjaggers.com. That is linked below. So we are in the kitchen tonight. We're going to do a little bit of late night baking. Scott has a Thanksgiving dinner being hosted at his work. Everybody brings something in, and I wanted to make some mini pumpkin pies and another little treat that he can take into work. I thought I would share these recipes with you guys because they are simple. They are fast. They are perfect if you're hosting for your guest. They are also perfect if you're going to another home for the holiday to take with you. They are hits among everybody, and they are super easy to make. So what we're making are these delicious mini pumpkin pies and these Rolo desserts. Very, very, very simple, and these go so fast. Everybody loves them. So make as many as you can. And they are, like I said, super easy to make. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get started on what you're going to need to make these adorable mini pumpkin pies. You're going to need some pastry shells. Now, I just got these from my local grocery store. They were in the freezer section. They were like $3 a box. I got 4 of them. Normally, they come stacked in twos. You have to take them apart. You don't have to pre-bake them. Just get them on a cookie sheet about 10 minutes before you're ready to fill them up. Now, since these are going to my husband's work, I wanted to make them extra cute. So I bought some just good old pie crust and used my real sweet little leaf cookie cutter and cut out a bunch of leaves. Now, anybody can do this. Again, it's store-bought pie crust. All you have to do is kind of roll it out, find you a really cute leaf cookie cutter. You can find these at Walmart, Michael's, anywhere, and cut out a bunch of leaves because I think they will look super cute with a leaf on top of each little pie. So again, perfect for anybody who's not really into baking that much, who doesn't have that much experience in the kitchen. This is perfect because you're doing nothing with the dough. You're just getting the little pies ready. And if you want to add just a little bit of cuteness, you're cutting out some leaf shapes for the top. And that couldn't be simpler because you're using pie crust. So now let's get moving over into what you're going to need for the pumpkin pies. You're going to need a half a cup of pumpkin puree. I mean 1 cup. I said a half a cup. You're going to need 1 cup of pumpkin puree. I'm using the organic pumpkin. You're going to need 1/3 of a cup sugar. You're also going to need 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Also, you're going to need 5 ounces of evaporated milk. That's a little over a half a cup, like a half a cup and 1 tablespoon. Pour that right in. You're going to need about 1.5 tablespoons of pumpkin pie seasoning. I'm using my handy little measuring thing there. And then you're going to mix it all up with a hand mixer. Couldn't be more simpler. You're only using pumpkin pie mix, so you don't have to buy a bunch of spices. You should go ahead and already have some, hopefully, vanilla on hand. And you can get the carnation milk for a fraction of the price right now because of the holidays. So you're going to mix all this up with a hand mixer. Okay, so the batch of pumpkin pie filling I made filled up 12 to the T of the little shells. Now, some of the shells you buy might only require 2 tablespoons of pumpkin pie filling. It really depends on the sizes. So I will have to make some more batches, but that's completely fine because I'm only baking 1 batch at a time. So now I'm going to start adding my little leaves. They're going to go right on, and they will cook right with the pie. So just sit your little leaves right down on. These are going to go in a 350-degree oven for 15 to 17 minutes. Top shelf. You don't want the bottoms getting too done, so keep them on the top shelf and bake them in batches. There we go. Going into a 350-degree oven on the top shelf. So I have my little mini pumpkin pies cooling right now, my first batch. How adorable are those? And these took a little bit longer. They took about 20 to 25 minutes. So keep a watch on them. Watch for the color around. And they will turn out beautifully. So I'm very, very happy. And I'm going to keep baking. And when I'm done, I will show you all of them finished up. And we'll move right on into the next recipe. Okay, so for the next little treat that I'm sending in with those delicious mini pumpkin pies are these little Rolo snacks. So I don't really know the technical name for these. You need some Rolo candies, and it's better to buy them at checkout lanes where they're in one package so you don't have to unwrap them. The boys got into some. I'm not making a ton of these. I'll make more for our Thanksgiving that we're having, but I'm only making a few for the people who really don't like pumpkin pies. So it couldn't be easier. It's so easy. So I'm going to show you how it's done just in case you haven't seen it before and want to try it. I promise it's delicious. So on a cookie sheet, I have just some simple parchment paper in case any of the chocolate melts. It'll be easy to clean up. All I did was take a pretzel and put a Rolo on top of it. You're going to put it in a preheated 300-degree oven for about 3 minutes just to melt the Rolos for just a little bit, so 3 minutes max, and watch them the entire time. As soon as they come out of the oven, we're going to top them with a pecan. So it's going to be delicious. Let's get them in the oven and get those Rolos melted. Okay, so after they come out of the oven, you're going to take one of your pecans, put it right on top of the Rolo, and press down. I don't recommend kids doing this because that chocolate and caramel in the Rolo can be pretty hot, and they could burn themselves. But once you get them all done, all you have to do is just let them sit. Now you can totally add like a holiday M&M on top, which I was actually looking for, but there were no Thanksgiving M&Ms to be found in my grocery store. They already had Christmas stuff. See, I missed one. This is the classic recipe. Super easy to make. And people really love these. So just let them set up and let them get cool. And that's another very simple dessert any cook can make. No matter what your expertise is in the kitchen, you can make this. So the items I made for Scott's Thanksgiving party are done. Now, I just put them in these tinfoil, little containers that you can buy for $1, and I don't have to worry about them bringing anything back. You can see how I stacked them up 3 in with some parchment paper in between, and they are just super cute. And this one, the same way. This one doesn't have as many, but with the little Rolo Pretzel Bites, I put them in a really cute mason jar. I put a tag on it or a sticker from Erin Condren just to make it extra cute. Now, it would have been full if my husband would have came down and had some as a snack, but do not do this unless you have put them in the freezer, allowed them to harden so they don't, become a melted mess. So what I'm going to do next is just put some parchment paper over the top of each of these little bundles of pies and then cover it with some press and seal, and they are done and ready for his party. Now, I'm also including some whipped cream because what's a pumpkin pie without some whipped cream? If I would have made my own, it probably wouldn't have held up all night and into their party at lunchtime tomorrow. So this was the best alternative I could find. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing these recipes. I have a delicious little pie here, and it's got the little leaf on it, and all I'm going to do is add some whipped cream, and that is the perfect little dessert for any Thanksgiving gathering, any party. You can make these super fast. Just look for the tarts in your grocery store freezer section. They're going to be down by the whipped cream and the frozen pies, and they are so easy to make, you guys, and they are delicious. They're bite-sized. Who doesn't love bite-sized food? And don't forget these little pretzel bites. They are delicious. I promise you they are. If you're not a fan of the pecans, definitely just find an M&M and stick it in there instead. And again, you can store them however you want. I froze them for about 30 minutes in my freezer on the cookie sheet, and then put them in here, and they will be stored in the refrigerator all night. And, you know, they can kind of just move them around a little bit and get to them. So I hope his work enjoys them. I hope you enjoyed this video showing a couple easy treats you can make for any Thanksgiving party or any party you have coming up. These are always a hit, you guys, always. And I will be back with another Thanksgiving dessert a few days before Christmas to allow you to get some of the ingredients and get it made before the holiday starts. And that's the idea with these. I just wanted to get the recipe up so you guys could see how to make these. They're super cute and easy. You can find a leaf cookie cutter, I swear, at Walmart. Go back into the cake area, into the cake decorations area, like in the craft department, and you will find some. Look in your grocery stores, and you should find some there too. And I'm sure you can find some online and have them shipped in super fast. If you can't find, you know, leaf cutters anywhere else, you can actually do it by hand too. Just be creative. And if you have any questions or comments about anything you saw in this video or about these adorable mini pumpkin pies, be sure to leave those below. And I hope you guys have a beautiful Thanksgiving. I hope you find something to be thankful for every single day. And I hope you again enjoyed this video showing how to make these delicious little pies and these Rello pretzel bites. So thanks again for watching. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.